What's going on? Press one if y'all can hear me. Press one if y'all can hear me. Press one if y'all can hear me. Press one if y'all can hear me all right. Press one if y'all can hear me. Hit the one if y'all can hear me. Hit the one. So who got new music that's about to drop? If you got new music, press the one if y'all can hear me. Okay. 1K ATL. The Real Mercs, what's going on? R South 22, what's going on with y'all? So today we're going to talk about marketing your music, okay? And getting a return on investment, because that's what a lot of people want, okay? Number one, the first thing you got to do is you have to decide, is this something that you want to do? Or is this something that people got to tell you to do, all right? If people got to tell you that you should rap, or you should drop your music, or you should drop another tape, man, you got to build your own self-belief that this is what you want to do. Nobody should have to convince you that this is what you should do. Nobody should tell you, hey man, you know, when you're going to drop something else. You should have that belief in yourself that you're going to go to the next level. If that makes sense, hit the one. Cornerstone Television, what's going on? Shout out to y'all, man. And shout out what city you all are in as well, too. I'm based in Atlanta, by the way. Shout out to y'all. So, at the end of the day, if you want an ROI on your music, what you got to do is this. You got to record the music that you have. Okay? You got to shoot that music video and get out of the studio and stop shooting more videos. After you record that song, after you record that video, get out of the studio. Put that budget into marketing the music. It's going to do two things. It's going to build your brand. It's going to build your fan base. And once you have a name, they're going to cut you a deal on beats, on videos, and on studio time. Guaranteed. It's going to kill two birds with one stone once you invest in marketing your music and increasing your brand. But what happens is a lot of you guys go to the studio, record your music, and you stay in the studio. You stay shooting more and more videos. Okay, so you don't have enough money to put into marketing the music. So you stuck. You guys are stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again and wondering why, like what's happening. You dropping a whole lot of music. You're trying to get a catalog. Nobody's going to listen to a catalog. They listen to one song at a time. So instead of going and recording more songs and shooting more videos, use that budget to invest into growing a fan base. It's going to do two things. Like I said, press one if y'all understand what I'm saying. And if you got any questions, you can put them in the chat below. If you got any questions, put them in the chat below. And, if you want to join the live, you can request to join the live as well. But you're going to grow a fan base. Once you invest into marketing your music, once you get out of the studio and actually put money into marketing your music, you're going to grow a fan base. And the second thing what's going to happen is you're going to have people that's willing to work for free or give you a discount on beats and on videos and even studio time because you got a name. Okay? So what is the price for our services? We start at $400 a month. What is $400 a month? That's not going to the studio and not shooting a video every single month. That's your budget right there. So you can't afford it. You can't do both at the same time. You got to do one or the other. You got the music, pause the studio time, work with the marketing. The marketing is going to reach 100,000 people worldwide for YouTube and Spotify. Okay? 1 to 10% of those people are going to possibly engage with the content. So you're looking at in between 1,000 to 10,000 plus streams and views organically every single month for $400 a month. And if you do that for up to like the third month, typically you start to see a snowball effect where the algorithm is going to get you more and more exposure. But you can afford this if you just stop going to the studio and stop shooting a lot of videos. You already got 50 songs already. Why are you going back in the studio to record more songs? You're not growing a fan base. But then you say you want to make more money. You want to get a return on investment. How are you going to get a return on investment if you don't have fans? Press one if y'all can hear me, man. 22 Measy, marketing and as such. Well, marketing is about exposing your music to an audience and having that audience be interested in your music. So you can't just put out your music and you only getting 1,000 streams or 1,000 views and expect to get a return on investment. It doesn't work like that. The return on investment comes after people are used to hearing you. But you got to stop recording so much music, because you're wasting your money. You're wasting your money recording more songs and shooting more videos when you already got music out that hasn't been marketed, and you don't even have 10,000 views on a video. You don't have 10,000 streams. So why are you continuously putting out more and more music? The return on investment comes after you have a fan base built. So it's either one of two ways you want to do this. You can not listen to me and just continue to put your music out there and get the same numbers and just waste money in the studio and just waste money on videos and don't get no return on investment. Or you can put money into investing and growing a fan base so you have people to sell your merch to. But right now, how many people are going to buy y'all merch right now? Besides, outside of friends, family, relatives, and associates, those 4 sections of people, who is going to buy your merch? If you're thinking about family, friends, relatives, and associates that's gonna buy your merch right now, you don't have a fan base. I'm talking about complete strangers. Complete strangers. That's how we build our artists' fan bases. We use playlists and the algorithm, so your music can get exposed to new people. That's the only way you're gonna make money in this game. You can't continue to tell your people, your family, friends, relatives, and associates to go to your show, to buy a ticket, to buy your merch, to support you. You can't be DMing these people over and over and over your music link and think you're going to go to the next level. That is not how it works, guys. I'm telling you this straight up. You can listen to me if you want. You can ignore me if you want. I'm talking to the 1% of people that understand this message, because when I post this live, it's going to get more and more visibility. So if the people on here don't get it, somebody else will. Okay? Once you get your music in playlists, we have YouTube playlists, we have Spotify playlists, and we work with the algorithm. The algorithm is what's on your explore page. When you click the magnifying glass and you just see random people on your explore page. How do you get on the explore page? You have to trigger the algorithm by marketing to more and more people. Because when you market to more and more people, the algorithm picks it up and shows it to more people. Picks it up, shows it to more people. That's how it works. If you don't understand the algorithm and you don't understand how to reach more people, that's what you're paying for. You're not paying for numbers. You're not paying for bots. It's not just about your talent. It's not about how good your music is, because there's people whose music is not that good that are doing what we're saying, and they're making more money than you are because they understand the game. You can't just drop music and just see what it does and then get disappointed thinking that you ain't got the talent. You already have the music. You already have the talent. You don't have the exposure, so nobody knows it exists. R South_3, yes. If you all have any questions, you can put the questions in the chat, or you can request to join the live. Who else is doing this, guys, to where they're answering questions live, where you can literally request to join the live to ask a question, or you can put a question in the chat? Who else is doing that? We're a real page. This is not about hiding behind anything. I can back up anything that I'm saying. I'm just going live right now to just give you all a full understanding of how this thing works, so you won't be confused thinking that it's you and your music that's the problem. You have an exposure problem. That's the problem. Exposure. Nobody knows that you just dropped something new today. Nobody knows that you just dropped an album or about to drop an album outside of family, friends, relatives, and associates. Outside of that, nobody knows, which is why you're not getting the support that you want. The support that you want does not come from those people. It don't come from family and friends, guys. It don't come from that. And you getting so stressed out and so bent out of shape because you think it's supposed to come from family and friends when it don't supposed to come from that. It's not going to come from that. It's never been a time where your family and friends are going to be the main people that's going to push your music and share it every single time you drop. Don't work like that. So our services help reach people outside of that bubble that you constantly DMing your music to. I know I'm speaking to somebody out there that understands. I know I am. I've been doing this for too long. If y'all don't comment, and this is when I post it in the comments, somebody gonna be like, "Yo, man, he talking that real shit." But this the thing: are you gonna invest into changing your situation, or are you gonna stop recording so much music because you already got music, or are you gonna stop shooting so many videos and spending $1,000 a month in the studio and on videos and put that $1,000 a month into marketing your music so you can actually get a return on your investment over time? That's your decision. If you're serious about this and if you believe that this is what you're supposed to be doing. If you're passionate about your music career and you understand that this is what you want to do and you can actually see yourself making money, like honestly, 100 people buying $40 worth of merch is $4,000 out of 100 people, man. 100 people. So all you got to do is just grow a fan base. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. 100 people paying $40 worth of merch is $4,000. But family, friends, relatives, and associates are not going to be in that 40 people. It's going to be strangers. It's going to be people that we market your music to. They're not going to buy it right away. They're going to buy it after seeing you over and over and over and over and over again. And you began to create a fanship relationship with strangers that only know you because of music. Your family, friends, relatives, and associates know so much about you and so little about your music that they're not going to invest and spend money into helping your music career because they know so much about you and so little about your music. Whereas a fan knows everything about your music and a little bit about you personally. So they're willing to invest into a t-shirt. They're willing to spend money on a ticket. But if you're not marketing your music to those type of people, hey man, it's not going to happen. You just spinning your tires saying, you know what, I'm just going to go to the studio again. What that's going to do, go to the studio again. You go to the studio, and then what? You spend another $100 in recording another song, and then you do that again and again and again. Man, you got too much. You ain't got to record no more, man. You can't be fooled out here just recording more music, standing in the studio. That don't work, man. It don't work. You need to get a fan base, bro. That's just. I mean, if you want to take it seriously and actually make money from it, 100 people paying $40 each for a T-shirt, and that's just one T-shirt. 100 people paying for a $40 T-shirt is $4,000. You can do that every single month and make $4,000 a month off 100 people if you had fans. Like, if that don't get you fired up, if that don't get the math and the gears turning, like, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, this might not be for you. If you're not excited to hear that, like, damn, bro, 100 people paying $40 for a T-shirt is $4,000. That's only 100 people. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That should get you fired up to actually want to invest in marketing your music so you can do that. Because family, friends, relatives, and associates ain't gonna buy your merch. That's it. Like, you drop a song and you shoot the DM to everybody on Facebook, or you post it on Facebook, post it on Instagram. When it's only family and friends that follow you, you're not gonna get 100 people to pay for a $40 T-shirt and make $4,000. It ain't gonna work like that. You gotta market to people who don't know you. Those are the people that's gonna pay $40 for a T-shirt. I'm telling you, I've done this many times. I got many artists that do that, and they artists that you don't even know. It don't even have to be a big artist to sell 100 T-shirts, bro. 100 t-shirts. You made $4,000 a month. That's 1,200 t-shirts that you moved in a year. 1,200. Some of y'all got 1,000 followers. That ain't even a lot of people. But those followers aren't fans. That's why you have to get with us so we can market you, so you can grow a fan base of people that's going to buy your merch. That's how it works, man. So if y'all got any questions, put them in the question box. If you want to request to join the live and ask me a question on the live, you can hit the request button to join the live. Or like I said, hit the question mark or just write it in the chat if you got a question. It's really that simple, guys. It's easy math. Simple math, easy math. If you got 100 people to pay $40 each for a t-shirt, that's $4,000, bro. $4,000. 100 people. Even if you sold it for 50, but we just don't say $40. That's $4,000. You can do that every single month and make $4,000 a month. $4,000 a month is what some of y'all making at y'all job right now. So you can literally have your music be a legit side hustle and turn it into a main hustle. So will the marketing be long term to build a fan base? Absolutely. When you grow a fan base, it's a long term investment. But the thing is, if you start late and you keep procrastinating and kicking the ball down the street, it's going to take longer because you're not starting the process. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. So as long as you've been an artist, if you were growing your fan base as long as you've been an artist, growing a fan one day at a time, you would have already been selling 100 t-shirts at $40 a pop every single month. You would have already been doing that. But if your focus is, man, let me just try to put out the best song, you're missing it. You're missing the point. You're missing, like, you in the wrong, you missing it. It's not about the best song. It's about marketing to get a fan base of strangers. Like when you go to a concert, right? When you look at the crowd, these people don't know the artist personally. But you trying to sell your merch to family, friends, relatives, and associates and getting mad at them because they're not buying your music. They're not buying your merch. Why are you mad at those people? They're not your fans. They're not your fans. So why are you mad at them? You thinking they supposed to support you. They ain't supposed to do nothing. They're not your fans. Fans are people that do not know you, that only know your music. That's all they know about you is your music. Those are the people that's going to be willing to pay $40 for merch, a complete stranger. How is this possible? Look at all your favorite artists. You've probably went to a t-shirt, bought a t-shirt from an artist. You probably bought a ticket from an artist. Do you know them personally? Your favorite artist. Do you know them personally? No. I just proved my point. You don't know them personally. So, and the people that you do know personally, you probably not buying their merch. That's just the fact. Because they probably owe you money or you did a favor for them or XYZ. You got a personal relationship with these people. Okay? So that's just what it is. So if y'all got any questions, put the questions in the chat. We specialize in this. I don't push BS. Okay? That's why I'm going live. And I'm saying, hey, if you want to join the live, this ain't no green screen. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to request to join the live, you can. This ain't no green screen, man. All right. I'm successful at what I do. Numero says, what are the best marketing campaigns out there for upcoming artists? The best marketing campaigns out there for artists is number one, not going to the studio after recording your music. So you have a legit budget that can be consistent. Okay. The best marketing campaign, honestly, is consistency. Because if you aren't consistent, it's not a marketing campaign, first of all. You can't do it for 1 month and expect results. It ain't gonna work like that. So the best marketing campaign is having a set budget that you can work with for months at a time. And when you have that number, then come work with us so we can grow your Spotify, your YouTube, and your Instagram. If you're not growing those three things with real people, organic, real people, there's no way you're going to be able to grow a fan base like that. That's just the reality. It's easy math. Easy math. All right? Easy math, bro. Shit. I'm keeping it real with y'all, man. Y'all out here playing. Y'all out here playing games and shit. Talking about some old man. Why it costs money? It costs money because it's real. If it was fake, I wouldn't be on here. Why put my name and my rep behind BS? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, do you recommend anything else besides marketing? What before I answer that question, what I want y'all to do is comment y'all favorite artists in the chat. That's what I want y'all to do right now. Comment y'all favorite artists in the chat right now. Who is your favorite artist? Comment your favorite artist in the chat. I'm gonna give y'all a reasoning behind why I'm saying to comment your favorite artist in the chat. Okay. Before I answer R South _3, besides yourself, what is your favorite artist? And I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer this question, but y'all got to be honest, man. Who is your favorite artist? Frank Ocean. Okay. Who else y'all favorite artist? Lil Wayne. Okay. Need to see some more people in there put their favorite artists. Who y'all favorite artists, man? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Let's see, Bam Smoke. Who else we got? We got Seven, Evan, Rod Wave. Okay, Russ, Scarface. Okay, cool. All right. Who else y'all got? Rihanna, Nicki, Eve, Lauryn Hill. Besides yourself. Okay. So every single artist that y'all name has a team. Every single one of the artists that y'all just listed has a team. All right. What does that mean? That means they have a team of people that does their marketing, that gives a game plan to them, that gives instruction to them on how they supposed to market and plan a release. They don't just drop the song and just hope for the best. Every single one of those artists, whether they were signed or not signed, they all have a team. All of them have a team. They don't do nothing by themselves. They focus on their music and they have a team that handles everything else. And they spend money to pay their team. They just don't sit around saying, "Oh man, I gotta pay my team. You know, I'm a struggling artist. I got bills. I got this. I got that." Those are excuses. If you want it, just like anything else, you make a way for it. That's if you want it. So to answer our soft question, do you recommend anything else besides marketing? For artists, yes, I recommend being coachable. Because if you're not coachable, none of this even matters. Everything I'm saying right now is irrelevant if you're not coachable. If you just looking at it and thinking, well, I just want to, put out music and just make money. That's not going to happen unless you are coachable. If you're not coachable and you just think you got everything, you just know everything, and you just walking into this like, man, I got music, I got talent, that's it. Well, it's just like NBA 2K. Your overall stats are low. All right, you just excel in accuracy or handling or strength or whatever, but you don't have no other stats. You got the music, but you ain't got no numbers. You ain't got Spotify numbers. You ain't got Instagram numbers. Your overall stats are low. That's why you don't have no investors. That's why you don't have no fans. Your overall stats are low. You just got one stat, and that's not enough in NBA 2K, right? You're not gonna pick somebody that got just one stat. So why would you think you're gonna just be successful with just one highlighted stat, and that's I got good music? That's not gonna work. I told the artist that, and he it made sense to him. So I'm gonna just keep saying it over and over and over because y'all know y'all not gonna pick an NBA player that overall stats is low. You're not gonna pick him. You're not gonna pick him because that doesn't give you any value by just having speed. You just got speed and that's it. You ain't got no power. You ain't got no accuracy. You ain't got no handling. You just got speed. So why would you pick that basketball player? Just like an artist. Why would people want to work with you and give you money and network with you if all you got is music? Come on now. If I'm wrong, somebody if you disagree with me, put something in the chat. Put it in the chat if you disagree. Or if you agree. Which one? You agree or disagree? Because if you disagree, come on the live and tell me why you disagree. If you agree, put it in the chat. Let me know if y'all out there. Because I'm going to post this up and I want to get feedback when I post this live up. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live because I don't want these too long. And I'm going to do another live. All right. 22 Measy, whoever you work with and grew their fan base, grew their music and fan base. A lot of indie artists just like you guys. A lot of indie artists that are unknown that are making $4,000 to $10,000 a month selling merch. 100 t-shirts at $40 a pop is $4,000. You don't need to be a household name to do that. That's only 100 people. Y'all making it too complicated that you got to be super famous and super well known to make $4,000 a month from selling 100 t-shirts. That is the easiest shit to do if you had a fan base. If you ain't got a fan base, you ain't gonna make no money. So that's just what it is. We've worked with artists that have gotten signed, the Gucci Man back in the day for like 200,000 when he had 1017 before he shut it down. But the thing is, most of y'all don't even want to be signed. Y'all want to make it independent. Well, if I'm telling you we work with artists just like you, then that should be good enough because if you're trying to make independent money, you don't need to be making millions of dollars unless you want to sign that contract. And you got to do, it come with whatever you come with signing contracts. You ain't gonna own your music. You don't get told what to do. If you want to be signed, hey, it's gonna come with what it's gonna come with. So I don't even talk about that type of stuff unless artists is literally like, yo, I want to be signed. I'm with whatever, and they usually ain't even gonna publicize it. They with whatever. But majority of artists want to be independent. So we say, okay, if you want to be independent, then hey, this is how you do it. Let me go ahead and restart this live. I'll be right back.